Word or intuitive neologism for a unhealthy infatuation with gold. The easy picks. Greed. Avarice? They get the message across, but are too general. I want a word that narrows the meaning to only gold, not just desire for wealth/material gain. I tried a neologism, or umphilia, but Google only turned up 7 results, leading me to conclude it's too much of a stretch. It requires too much mental acrobatics to make sense of it. I could simply say love of gold, but that would take away from the medical/psychology/academic/pompous tone of language I am going for. Though the word is to be used within a fictional setting, I want to maintain as much of an anchor to reality as possible, not just conjure up words willy-nilly. Intended sentence. Dr. Sebastian has diagnosed these dwarves as suffering from a severe case of underscore 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 underscore. Question. Are there any existing words for this task, and if not, how would one construct a more intuitive neologism?
2 other answerers have posted it after a comment by user Decapitated Soul, but I think the proper way to post someone else's comment as an answer is to make it a community wiki. Gold fever, noun gold fever, countable and uncountable, plural gold fevers, literally, a feverish obsession with seeking gold or Wiktionary.
I suggest oromania. Oromania, an obsession with looking for gold. Example, many poor unemployed young men in Middle Eastern countries are afflicted with oromania. Macmillan Dictionary. In your example, Dr. Sebastian has diagnosed these dwarfs as suffering from a severe case of oromania. Edit, you could also say chrysomania as pointed out by Toothrot. Chryso is a combining form which means gold and mania means craze, madness, desire, obsession, etc.
The correct answer is just gold bug, as already given immediately in the first comment. Note that like many terms, it can be pejorative or perfectly neutral. Note, as suggested in comments, gold mania, gold fever are highly used terms.
I suggest chrysophilia, which Wiktionary lists as meaning the love of gold. You were on the right track with orumphilia, but there were a couple things to change. One is that ori- is the prefix form of the Latin word aurum. The other is that there's some tendency to discourage mixing Latin prefixes with Greek suffixes, so you'd want the Greek prefix, chryso-. Notes. There were 2 points in the comments I want to address. Edwin Ashworth pointed out that you can mix Latin and Greek roots, like in television. That's right. I was being overly grouchy and pushing one of my pet peeves. There are a lot of very serious words that mix Latin and Greek. Toothrot pointed out a dictionary that lists chrysophilia as a sexual interest in gold and the color gold. It might be good to avoid this term if it has one definition that's so far from what you want. The suffix, philia, often has a sexual connotation.
Dragon sickness. Given that we are talking about dwarfs, we could pull from the works of Tolkien and diagnose them with dragon sickness that afflicted certain dwarfs in his works, as they became obsessed with gold and treasure, much like dragons do. This is an old mythological trope dating back to medieval Europe, with examples like the dwarf Fafnir physically transforming into a dragon as a result of his gold lust. Gold lust or gold lust is another viable word phrase to describe it, as well, which is less rooted in one particular author's work.
If you ask the girl, is